when I post my album, then they'll start posting their album and all that shit. Like, damn, bro, like, it's not a competition, bro. You're not my competition. I'm competing with not even myself. I'm just competing for the love of the game, bro. And you over here trying to be fucking like this fool posted some shit. Watch out, dog. Watch out, fool. Fucking yeah. And it's just like, what? That was mad unnecessary, bro. You wildin', bro. You wildin' out here for what? I don't understand it. I'm completely solidified in the person I am. I have no beefs, no quarrels, no qualms, no Q words that end up being adversarial or whatever it is. It's just I'm out here just doing me, bro. And to feel like other people are being extra with it is crazy.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Sorbavelli, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy Mr. Nine Times. And I'm super excited for the future. I have so many things lined up for y'all. And I'm like 6 episodes ahead. So you're going to see this by like almost maybe July or something. And I'm still in May. The future is back to the future, baby. It's like I recorded them ahead of wherever the fuck you're going to be watching it from. It's very... So just, I don't know what the fuck I'm going with this direction. These are literally the last of the couple of topics that I want to say, I want to talk about. So where do I put my phone? Because I hate having to pull up my phone. I'm going to just put my shit right here. And we're going to go over a couple of things I wanted to cover. And guys, I haven't even covered the Pokemon Go, Sinnoh tour that happened in Pasadena. But this is back in February. So I feel like maybe I should just make a separate video if I'm really into that right now. Is my hair, what's up with my hair and shit? I don't feel like doing my hair, so I'm going to just keep my shit like that. Super feed, man. You like how I lined up the fucking forest green with the mint? And the navy, fire. Look at that shit, bro. Exclusives. We doing nothing but exclusives out here, bro. So basically, where do I want to start off? Because it's very random. I don't know. Maybe I should come up with a story or some shit like that. A story. I've been thinking about that. Like, do you guys want to hear story time? I don't really get like comments or likes. Like, what's going on? I know some of you are my regulars out here, my regular viewers. I would like you to engage with the content. So comment or something. I would like to know what's going up with y'all. I would love some feedback from people because I don't want to keep having to talk about my life all the time. I would love to do like a Q&A or what's going on, or if you guys want to, whatever, if you guys want to know some certain things, because there's a lot of shit going on in my life, or a lot of shit goes on in my life, rather, I should say. Like we'll just go right to dementia and Alzheimer's awareness. So we have my grandma right now. She's the one that has dementia. My abuelita Lola. She's been on the program. And it's super crazy because I don't know. I'm not fluent in Spanish. So a lot of what my grandma was talking about in those episodes, I couldn't piece it up because she was mixing up things that were real and things that aren't real. So, and my tia had to tell me, like, she's mixing shit up. Like, let's just end it right here. And that's why we haven't done another episode of the podcast with her, because her mind is somewhere else. It's like all fragmented. My other grandma, my abuelita, my grandma Paco, she has Alzheimer's. And I've asked her to come onto the podcast, but she literally didn't want to talk about it. Like, she got angry, and I think I talked about this. Maybe I did, but she said that, like, what is there to talk about? Imagine having to wake up at 5 in the morning to pick strawberries in the field every day. She got pulled out of school when she was in third grade, had to support the family, and it literally made me cry. Like I don't think I don't think my grandma's ever made me cry like that. Not because she said no, but because of how emotional it made her. You know, my grandma has always been like that, so I don't attribute that to the Alzheimer's, but she's always been, you could say, just one little thing, bring up one person, and you done fucked up. Now she's gonna start talking about a whole heap of shit that you weren't even ready for. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there, and because if not my grandma Paco, because she's still there, like 90%, she's still there. She might forget some shit or whatever, but that's old age, right? My other grandma, the one that has dementia, that's the one that's kind of been fucking me up all the way, because I literally seen her transform from this loving and caring, and she's still like that, but her mind is just somewhere else. Like, she's having fucking hallucinations or delusions, or she's in a constant state of confusion. She's always asking questions about the same thing. We'll be watching TV and she'll ask me about every 5 minutes where my mom is, like, you know, and she'll mix it up. She'll be like, where's your tia? Grandma, my tia's not here. It's my mom. She's outside walking. 5 minutes later, where's your other tia? Where, is she upstairs? No, grandma, she's outside. She's walking. 5 minutes later, she'll finally get it right. Where's your mom at? Is she in the shower? No, grandma, she's outside walking. And this is me literally every 5 minutes for an hour. I'm not really taking care of her. My mom is, but I'll help my mom out and shit when she wants to do whatever. Like, I'll fill in for her. But my mom is fucking, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but my mom is currently the one that's taking care of her, like, every hour, staying up all night, making sure my grandma's okay. Because my grandma will wake up and she'll be in a fucked up mood or something like that. So it's really it's very interesting, all this, like, where the fuck does dementia and Alzheimer's, like, that's some of the things that I don't understand about the world. Like, you could be an idiot and shoot some shit up, or like make a dumb decision, rob somebody off of impulse, but to actually have your mind fragmented to the point where, like, you're experiencing psychosis, whether it be dementia or schizophrenia or any of these inias or whatever the fuck, that turn you into a completely different person, split personality disorder or whatever the fuck it is. Bipolar. Like, I know people who are bipolar, but I don't know, where does it stem from? So I know there's going to be viewers out there that are going to experience some of this. So I just wanted to talk about it, because it's literally fucked me up with my grandma that has dementia. It literally fucked my whole mood up, and it's been like a domino effect. Now I think I'm just compartmentalizing it like I normally do. Like, I think the best way I just deal with death or anything else now, especially now, is I just don't deal with it at all. And I'm just like, I just shrink it down into a box and I put it in the cajon of my mind, and I never revisit it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's just kind of how I deal with it. Whereas before, I got sober or whatever, I would just, like I say, run to the bottle or run to the joint. And I don't know, even with, like, the homies that have passed away, I still feel like I haven't come to terms with it. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Those are, like, especially, like, with Jaime or with Raul and shit, those are, like, long ago. And all of them are kind of tragic passings in their own. All young. All of them were teenagers except Josh. He was 21, but still, like, you're only 2 years into your 20s. Like, bro was really like a kid. So, yeah, just real deep shit that goes on in your life, and you got to deal with it. And it's really frustrating, especially when other people are dicks in your life, and it really shows you, like, I don't want to be around you. Like, you're an asshole. I don't want to be around you, associate myself, not even to the bare minimum. Like, I'll cut that shit off at some point. Like, Boom, and we out. Like, I don't want to be around you at all. So is there any other deep shit that we could talk about? Because I want to get into some fun shit and shit. Let's see. Okay, so blocking your blessings, right? It could be the fact that you align yourself with certain people that aren't good for you. It could be that you don't, or you lack the foresight, or whatever it is. Like, you know what I mean? But blocking your blessings. I know this person. This person is a great person. She has a heart of gold, right? I hope so. I believe so. Whatever, right? I don't know her all the way. But we did some business. And it's just funny to me how the dominoes fall, because she's affiliated with somebody else that I don't fuck with at all. Like, I cut severed ties completely from them. And with this person, she's like affiliated with them to the fullest. And that's great. But it goes back to, like, if we know each other and I want to do business with you, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh yeah, contact my manager. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to contact your manager. Why would I contact the manager when I'm trying to have a one-on-one with you? It's it. And if it's about business, you can always tell me, like, hey, bro, like, that I know what that means. Like, tell my manager is just a roundabout way of you telling me it's not like shit's going to cost money, which is fine, bro. Like, you let me know what it is. But I don't want to, if we're cool and shit, why would I have to be cool with your manager now? I don't know your manager. I might not even like your manager. Fuck your manager. Why does it have to go there? So, going back to this person, we're really cool. I thought we were really tight, right? And I hit her up. I'm like, yo, I have some business for you. Let me know. Not only did I text her, but I hit her up on Instagram. So there's no way you could tell me my fucking dog ate it, my phone died, whatever it is, right? And she never hit me up. Then out of nowhere, she puts up like this business page of hers where I guess she wants everything to funnel through there. And if that's the case, you let me know, bruh. Hey, no longer will I want to deal with you directly. You go on the business page for business. This is my personal phone now. Whatever. Like I say, man, communication is key, bruh. Integrity and yada yada. Respect. I'm trying to hit her up, right? I'm like, yo, I have some business I would like for you to do. She never hit me back. Well, it just so happens that we had a big event we were going to throw for my grandmother, and we would have loved to have her services, and we would have had a bag for her. This wouldn't have been no like, oh, like, can you do it for the load or homie discount? No, this would have been, what is your full service? And we would have done the full length and maybe throw on some extras depending on how the event would have went. But due to people feeling however they feel, that never went through. And that is completely okay. My frustration with it is now you want to burn a bridge with somebody that thought they were in like good graces with you. And now I know for a fact that we're not. And the way that I end business relationships with people is, some people would call it ghosting, but I just never require your services anymore, which fucking, I don't like how the mic is all, now I feel like I'm Howard Stern, and this isn't even how you're supposed to. Did I put the mic too high? I'm sorry, y'all, for breaking up the continuity of the show, but should I? Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So my whole thing is respect, right? If you don't want to fuck with me anymore, you let me know. Or, I mean, I guess ghosting me is a way of saying that you don't fuck with me anymore. But it's just kind of like, if we were cool and we had some sort of rapport, just give me the respect of saying, hey, I don't want to do business with you anymore. I don't feel like being X, Y, and Z, yada, yada. Have a great day. Enjoy your life, or whatever the fuck it is, right? At least give me the decency of that. Don't have me guessing. Don't make me feel any type of way, because then that's gonna make me upset. It's gonna make me feel very disrespected. And then when anyone says, hey man, I know that you and this person were really cool, what happened? I'm gonna shit all over you. I'm gonna say, you know what, this isn't this. So I thought we was really cool. You know what I mean? People make it, especially with this business, people make it seem like you guys are like been best friends forever and shit until you're not. And then I have to say publicly on my platform, it's fuck you. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So don't block your blessings. You know what I mean? A lot of people, for whatever reason, they just get it in their head that they need to make certain moves that they don't need to do. You don't have to do it, bro. You don't have to make like 4 lefts to get to your destination. You can make 1 right and an alley-oop or however the street goes. You know? Let's see. Adam22 says California rappers should unite against Texas rappers. So this was I had just seen this right now, and he was like, the Raza rappers. I'm like, you see, you don't even have the decency to say the Raza. And my whole thing is, why are we letting white people dictate the narrative? Like, ain't nobody, like, why are we letting white people tell us what we have to do? Like, I get you're trying to create content, and there's a lot of good Texas rappers out there. But, bro, no one asked you. No one gives a fuck, bro. And Adam22 is just kind of like, I have no beef with him, and I don't even know him or any shit like that, but I do know my people, and I do know some bullshit when I see it. Cali rappers should unite against Texas rappers? Who are you, bro? All this bullshit is unnecessary, and that's why I stopped watching No Jumper, because it went from a lot of unity with the Raza and the brothers out there, like AD and what's his name? Is it Smack? Not Smack. T-Rail. What's the homie from the brown bag? Fuck, I don't know his name. Duno. Like, it just seemed like there was a lot of inclusivity and diversity in No Jumper. And now that you see that Adam22 has a lot of money, you could obviously see where a lot of his agenda is going now, just creating bullshit content, in my opinion. It used to be like real underground interviews to now to being like street gangster almost, and now it's all horse shit to me from what I see, right? Maybe not all of it is, I don't know, but from just off of that topic alone, I'm like, see, this is why people think you're a fucking idiot, bro, because you say dumb shit like that. That would be like going to Hawaii and being like, oh, there's a lot of Uso rappers and Tongan rappers, you know what I mean? Maybe you guys should unite to fucking, like, what are you talking about, bruh? Like, that's some bullshit. You don't have to, there's no need for any of that kind of division, bro. This is what pisses me off. A lot of people have their dumbass opinions, and trust me, I have dumbass opinions, but this is a real dipshit opinion I have. Like, why are we making this, making it a state by state case thing? Because if you don't know, a lot of the Raza comes to Cali and goes to Texas, or goes to Texas and comes to Cali. I know family members that stay in Texas. There's a lot of family bonds and relationships that go on between Mexico, Texas, California, Arizona, Nevada. Like, the raza is everywhere. So for you to fucking hop out the bushes and say some bullshit like that, Adam22, like, just chillax, bro. Like, you're not the umpire here. You're not calling the shots, bro. You're not the llavero, fool. Like, relax, because history says that you've said a lot of dumb shit, and people from the streets have really had to get your back or whatever, defend you from some shit that really would have been detrimental to your health, bro. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You don't play with fire. And I'm not saying you are, but I'm not saying you haven't. So chillax, bro. Schoolboy Q says that he's calling rappers content creators, which is very interesting to me. He's right, but then he don't really fully understand it all the way, because there not many rappers can be just rappers, right? every rapper, and this is from the dawn of time, has been a businessman. Now it's just people are like YouTubing it while rapping or whatever it is. But I'm trying to think, what rappers are content creators? Not that many of them. I mean, you got me, but I'm not known. Joe Budden's a big one, but he's retired. It's like, what rappers are content creators, matter of fact, because my only thing is now you can't just rap, bro. You really gotta find out what your lane is. Like, you can't just rap. You gotta figure out, like, rap ain't paying the bills, bro. You gotta figure out your lane. Rappers who are content creators. Let's see. Lil Nas X, but who's listening to him? Oh, okay, I see what he means, like TikTok and like Instagram and shit like that. Okay, I see what Schoolboy Q. Now I'm just thinking of like YouTube, but yeah, like the TikTok and all that shit, like Meg Thee Stallion, whether it be dancing and shit like that. Let's see. Okay, like, here's the thing. If you're a half-ass rapper and you're a content creator, you're not a rapper, you're a content creator. I don't think there's one big rapper or well-known rapper that's a content creator. Who? I mean, but we're going back to, like, you got to have your business. You're standing on business. Like, of course, you're going to have, like, Action Bronson. Maybe that's, like, the most famous one, right? But he been, like, a chef rapper type shit. He been, like, in that category. So, to me, he don't really count. When I think of, like, rappers who are content creators, I'm thinking of rappers who are strictly trying to do the, like, play the Instagram game, TikTok, do the dances, like, do all, like, the bags of tricks that you could just pull out while you're making your music. That's what I'm thinking of. He does have a point, but I mean, that's just the lane that we're going in. You know, back in the day, you had to record a demo, get signed, and now you make millions. The game ain't like that no more. Now it's Instagram followers, YouTube subscribers, and whatever else, right? And streams. The game is totally different. It's not like 30 years ago, bro. So everything changes. Schoolboy Q does have a point. I just think it's crazy how people got so offended. Oh my God, how could Schoolboy Q say that? Or whatever the fuck they're saying. It's just like, he has a super point. Like, he's not wrong, you know? I feel like I had been wanting to do a podcast for a while just because, you know, I want to. And another thing he was talking about was, you know, you're putting everything out there in your content. So what are you saying in your music? Here goes my mom yelling and shit like that. My mom fucking with me. I don't put everything out on camera or on my, you know, the most you'll get out of me is like the shows, a little bit of the clothes, but you're not seeing everything, bro. There's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes, and I talk about like the surface level shit, you know what I mean? So to me, there's always content in my music, especially like things that I've gone through in the past that I've yet to talk about. I think that's the way I deal with, like, going back to like the death and the trauma. It's the music. Literally, the music is therapy. I come up here and I talk about bullshit and whatever else I post, but the music is like the therapy for me. And I get it because there's some rappers that are the meme rappers, or they're you know, I'm in Hong Kong, you know, Miles, all that shit like that. Like, I understand it, but I've never been that. It's always been like, this is the podcast, this is the music, this is my business, and it all separates. In the Venn diagram, there's very, like, you know, very little room for all of it to join together. It does, but not all the way, you know what I mean? But shout out to Schoolboy Q, one of my favorite rappers of all times. Let's see. And I don't know why I'm super fucking thirsty. And my mom loves to yell and fucking sing weird songs and shit. In front of other people, like, Mom, why are you being weird? It's just crazy. Let's see. I was at the groceries I was at the groceries and you could tell like either this fool is like half a menso or fucking like if he was new or something, but he's bagging up my groceries. I probably got like 5 items, right? And this fool has like a bag for every item. I said, dog, you didn't wasted $1 on bags alone. Come on, bro. Like, what is this? You get all my shit and you put it in one bag. You know what I mean? Make it fit it all in one bag. You don't got to use plastic is expensive now, bro. The fact that plastic used to be free, like you would go to the store and everything, they would just give you the bags. Then now a bag is a dime. Some places it's more. Like I think Gardenas is 20 cents or some shit like that, or 15 cents or something crazy, bro. It's gonna get to the point where bags are gonna be a quarter, and then every bag is gonna be $1. Mark my words. In the future, maybe in 10 years, y'all gonna come back. Damn, this full service was right. It's $1 now. I told you, fool. I told you. You don't gotta be a fucking genius to see this shit. But with that, it's like, make everything fit. I don't give a fuck if the loaf of bread sticks out or it's like barely hanging out where I gotta hold it with 2 hands. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, shit is mad expensive now, and you're just wasting. Not only you're fucking not only are you like wasting my money, but you're fucking polluting the planet. Cause I got hundreds and hundreds of bags in the garage, but I just don't come out and put all the bags in my car. So I think I'm just gonna keep a tote bag in my car. I literally have like 2 tote bags, and I feel like I'm about to sneeze. But yeah, make it fit all in one bag, you fucking cocksucker. God damn, son. What else? Motherfuckers who rap about guns they don't have, or at least never shot. I think we covered that before. I never understand it. We're just gonna skim through that. Why do people know you, make music, and support other artists when you drop an album? That's a big thing for me. So like with my new album, Greenlight 4, it never fails. Nobody posts shit about music. Nobody's actively doing music, right? Or like posting music until I drop an album, right? And I noticed this where people, it'll be crickets, right? Shh. Crickets like a motherfucker. And when I drop my album, all of a sudden, they're posting fucking this artist and that artist, this music video. I said, damn, bro, like, did you know I dropped the album? Like, you see my story, bro. So there's no way in hell that you didn't see my shit. And now you and I'm not saying you have to fucking share or like or comment on my shit or my album or something like that. But when I'm promoting my shit and I feel like you stepping on it, I'm like, oh, okay, like, now I see what it is. You just want to be an asshole about it, or subconsciously you're like, fuck this fool. Like, I'm going to post this artist or whatever. I don't know. I think it's very interesting. Like, why do they do that? You know what I mean? Or like other artists I know, when I post my album, then they'll start posting their album and all that shit. Like, damn, bro, like, it's not a competition, bro. You're not my competition. I'm competing with not even myself. I'm just competing for the love of the game, bro. And you over here trying to be fucking like, this fool posted some shit. Watch out, dog. Watch out, fool. Fucking yeah. And it's just like, what? That was mad unnecessary, bro. You wildin', bro. You wildin' out here for what? I don't understand it. I'm completely solidified in the person I am. I have no beefs, no quarrels, no qualms, no Q words that end up being adversarial or whatever it is. It's just, I'm out here just doing me, bro. And to feel like other people are being extra with it is crazy. You know, why can't you just support artists when they, like, we follow each other, we know each other, you know, like, shoot a like or something, bro. Like, I'm not saying you have to, but you don't have to do all the extra shit when I post an album. I would like to think that I support everybody else, and if I don't feel like you're gonna support me, I'm gonna stop fucking with you. Like, and I'll have to fucking like announce it. Like, bro, it's just gonna happen. One day I'm just not gonna be following you. None of that shit, bro. Like, I really don't give a fuck about people that don't give a fuck about me, and a lot of people is on the fence. You know what I mean? I follow people for a while, and then I feel like you're not reciprocating the energy. That's another thing too. A lot of rappers, they just follow you just to follow you. You know what I mean? Or they follow you just so you can follow them, and then like they'll love bomb you, like they'll like all your shit, they'll like all your stories and comment on everything for like one day, and then after that you never see them in your stories or your likes or comments or anything like that, and you're like, damn fool, I thought you were the Mino support sergeant of supporting fool, but now like you see what it is now. They just do that so you could do all that shit to them. Like they do all that so they could get the instant karma and they get it all back. I don't understand what it is with people, but I don't know. Stop doing that shit. All the artists out there, stop it. Stop supporting people just because you think they're gonna support you. Just do it out of the genuine love, and you're gonna see the genuineness, genuine energy come back. Trust me, bro. Paying to perform. I've spoken on this, but so let's get a little bit in depth. So there's promoters out there, and this is the thing. Promoters can't be artists. I don't know if I've talked about this, but there's promoters that are artists themselves, and they make shitty ass music too. No offense to anybody, but what they do is they get like their 4 homies. They're all artists. And a lot of them make ass music, and they know, but they're like, fuck it. If we stick together and we build a movement, maybe the shit won't smell as bad. But they throw events. They know just the right people. They got the right connections, the right venue. And here they are throwing shows and inviting all these people. But guess what? It's not free. You got to pay to perform. So I got invited to perform somewhere. I said, I would love to perform. Oh, yeah? The fee is this. If you're inviting me to perform, bruh, just flat out say, hey, bruh, I'm throwing an event. It costs this much to perform. Don't make it seem like, hey, man, you're fucking super dope. We would love to have an artist like you that represents da-da-da-da-da. We would love to have you on. Great, I'm down. Okay, now that you're down, the performance fee is $100. Well, guess what? My response to that is fuck you. Fuck you and all that fucking pay to play bullshit. I'm never going to do that. I got scammed like once or twice doing this shit. And I really hate it. I really don't. See, the thing is, I'm performing. I should be getting paid. I'm paying to perform. That don't make no fucking sense. I don't give a fuck if Jay-Z's there. I don't give a fuck if, you know what I mean, the whole Republic Records ambassadors are up in there. I don't care who's there. I don't care who you know, bro. Because 9 times out of 10, even if they're there and they see me, all they're going to say is, hey, man, that was dope. I've seen it happen before. That's all it really boils down to. Hey, you're dope, and that's it. Great. Keep it pushing. Okay, well, I could have did that for free, bro. You know, that's why I fuck with Abe the Freak so heavy. That's why I fuck with 30 Miles so heavy, because these are brothers that don't charge. They just throw events out of the love. They get their fetty on whatever ways. They sell pistos on the side, whatever, their merch, they got it popping. That's how it should be done, bro. Like, I understand whatever it is you need to pay for or whatever, but guess what, bro? Like, my shit ain't free either. I'm not over here fucking charging anybody left and right. Oh, if you need me to pay, if you want me to perform, bro, that'd be charged. You know what I mean? It'll get to that point, but right now we're building the bricks right now, bro. And once I build the foundation, then we could carry it out with whatever, bro. But these promoters or these other dickheads that just scam people and are paying for a fucking stage to perform is whack. Especially me, bro, because I don't have no fans or supporters right now. Like, nobody's trying to come out to see me, bruh. So the fact that I gotta pay for this shit is some fucking bullshit. Like, help me out, bruh. Like, the way you'll help me, the way we'll help each other out is me showing up and you providing a stage. I provide the performance, you provide the stage, you make your money however you do it, and I make my base the way I ever do, however it goes down. But nobody thinks like that. Everyone is greedy and everyone is just me, fucking me. It's all about me. And no one cares. So people like, why isn't the fuck up with that shit, bro? I'm tired of that shit. For real. Did I talk about everything I wanted to talk about? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So I need a water. Hold on. I still got a few things. Right? I'm 2.5 years sober. as of April. 2.5 years sober. Feel really good about it. I feel really awesome. I wanted to share a story. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I kind of don't want to. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Maybe I will. Fuck it. So, I think it was the homie Amit, his girl's birthday. Before we went there, I know a spot down the street from my house, and we all had some beers. We're blazing it. We got the beers. What we fucked up is I don't know who fucking. So it was me. Do I want to burn them? Okay, it was me and two homies, right? And I'm underage at this point. I think I'm 19. I'm 19. And the other homies are older, right? At least 21. And what we fucked up is we had the beers empty outside. The fucking neighbors, again, going back to the snitch and shit, they see this, they call the cops. The cops pull up, and thank God they didn't arrest us, but they just had us outside. They checked our IDs, and the cop, he was mad, but for whatever reason, he was like, you're underage, you guys are drinking. The cops think, he was straight up, the cops are fucking, they think you guys are like, this is a stick up or something. And I was like, wow, bro, that's fucking crazy. And this is probably a well-known spot, so they probably just call the cops on whoever. But, bro, we were just in our car, blazing and drinking and chilling, bro, before we went to the homies event or whatever. And the cop, and shout out to all the Ontario PD out there, because fucking, I don't really shout out cops. You know, they killed my homie, but that's fine. I mean, that's not fine, but like, whatever, right? That's a different story. The cops in Ontario are cool, very cool. This isn't me caping for the fucking feds or anything like that, but it is what it is. All the dickhead cops I've ever been around are like LA County. All the cool cops I've ever met are right here in the tierra, in the O-Town, baby. The cop is just like, listen, man, I could bag you up right here, or because he was like, where do you live? And he obviously seen my ID. I was like, bro, I live down the street. And he was like, he said it like this. He was like, get all the beers and get the fuck out of here. Just like that. Yes, sir. Picked up all the shit. And the homie, damn, fool, that was the homie. Because rest in peace, you know, I think his brother passed away. It was like, damn, that was the homie right there, fool. And fucking, you know what I mean? And that shit was wild. So I'm glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. Like, I don't have to deal with like drunk driving or DUIs or just, you know, it's going to be like DWI, right? Whenever like weed is legal and they knock you for weed. Obviously people are going to fight that, but whatever. It's going to happen. So I'm glad I'm 2.5 years sober. I was going to buy little party hats and get Presley on here, and, you know, we're sober together because we would get faded together and all that shit. So, but no, I'll do it for the 3 year for sure. I'll go to Party City, buy like a fucking, have a number 3 on a Dracula cape and have like fucking, you know, party hats or whatever. Cause it's a big accomplishment for me because I was super out of control, and I'm glad I'm not anymore. And it's just, my life is way better now. Should we do the 3 year anniversary? Well, we're already kind of out of time here, but Voodoo Love, it's been 3 years. It took me 3 years to make Voodoo Love. It's only on CDs, which was the biggest mistake. Like, oh, I'm only gonna have, you know what? Maybe I'll put Voodoo Love on streams. What? I got an idea. So by the time you see it, probably it'll be out already. But that's a great idea to put Voodoo Love on all streaming platforms. I think I'm gonna do it. Wow. Okay. So just to break it down real quick, it took me 3 years to do it. I was really sad. I was depressed. I was still getting high. I was still heartbroken over the loss of like Jaime, Ian, Raul, Josh. And it's just interesting because like time flies, and all my music are literally timestamps. The first ever EP I put out, Lucy's, came out in 2015. I never listened to any like album pretty much before. Fuck, dude. When's the last album? Pretty much like before Greenlight 3, I don't listen to the music. and it's been like that way for a while. Like I don't listen to my old music, but it's just interesting how like time flies. And Voodoo Love is like, I remember mixing it walking at the park when I barely started playing Pokemon Go. That's another thing too. Like I had already been, by the time Voodoo Love came out, I had already been playing Pokemon Go for almost a year. And I think I want to say in that June is when Gibble Community Day came out, which was like one of the greatest community days, if not the greatest of all time. 6 hours, very dope event. But just, you know, it's just interesting. Voodoo Love is the album where I produced everything. Chava and Mufasa, my cousins on there. It's a great album. So maybe I will put it out. So if you haven't already, go check it out. Voodoo Love. It'll be for sure. Now I'm putting it out there. It's going to be on all streaming platforms. It's a great album. Not maybe to like what I have now, but if you listen to it, you'll see the inklings like, oh, okay, I see where this Full Serbs wanted to go. And then you get Green Light. Green Light 3 and 4 wouldn't have happened without Voodoo Love. These are the building blocks. So before we go, there's this new artist. His name is Yair Saldivar. I think he's from Tamaulipas, and he's bringing cumbias back, but they're like narco cumbias. And it's super crazy because he's basically covering songs that exist already. Like I know he has like a song that's like taka taka ta la 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 da na 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 na, which is Minnie Riperton. Then he covered La Tambalea or whatever, which is La Caravana that he made. Just he's bringing cumbias back, but they're all narco. Like they're all dancing, but they got the guns and the straps and the cartel military shit on. And you know, narco cartel connected artists, man. It's just, I hope all of them are just not puppets. You know what I mean? A lot of them are. You know, they get their careers funded through the cartel, and that's how they launder their money and all that shit. But I really do hope that this is it. And it seems like it. Like this kid, he looks younger than me. He looks like he's 19, 20 or something like that. Very young buck. But I hope he's doing it at least that. I just hope at the least he loves doing the music, and it does look like that. Like he got the guitar and he's out there like that. You could tell who's doing it because they just want to do it or they want the fame and the money, and you could tell who's doing it for the love. It does seem like with this kid, he loves the music. So I just hope that he's, you know, very careful and well protected, because the cartel shit in general is a very, very thin ice type shit you're walking on. And as an artist, you're already walking on thin ice. And now you want to add the narco shit to it. It's crazy. His music, I think, is really dope. He don't really talk about shooting people and all that kind of crazy shit. He just kind of talks about like drug trafficking and being a narco and, you know, shit like that. And from what my tia told me, they pay them to make the music. And I know that for a fact. Like, you know, a cartel will pay an artist to make these sort of songs or shout out this person or shout out their cartels and all that shit. Hey man, everyone is their own man. You know what I mean? If that's what he wants to get into, that's on him. You guys know how I feel about the cartel. I'm not a fan of it at all. I think that they sell poison. Most of them, I think, well, at least most of what's out there is just negative, and it's not good. I do know that they pay for lawyers and doctors and schools and shit like that. That's great, but it's like, you can't tell me that it's all funded through whatever, like protection. Like, no, bro, you guys are out here doing some wild shit. So Yair Saldivar, he's really dope. I've been listening to him. They got like 2 different mixes of him. Like some of my favorite songs, like Caravana and Una Mancha or some shit like that. He's got good shit. La Chimichanga. Y como no. That shit is hard as hell. So shout out to him. He's really dope, and I just hope he stays safe. Message of the day is just be aware of what you're doing out there. You know, don't think that it's all like fun and games, especially like with this dude. You know, just be aware of like your actions and the repercussions, because if you're just ignorant out there or arrogant and you don't think shit is going to happen, It will. Murphy's Law. What can happen will happen. So just stay safe, be on your P's and Q's, and stay blessed, bruh. This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.